Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you for joining me for a bonus Advent Countdown project. I have decided that for the last 2 weeks that I'm going to be putting 3 out a week, so Monday, Wednesday and Friday, so this is the first of the Wednesday ones, and I have got an envelope punchboard lantern for you, which you can't really see because it's actually quite a bright day here. We've got blazing sunshine, but there we go, that's the lantern, and I have done it like this because a hanging lantern, you need to be able to find a way to turn it off, and I didn't want to stick the lantern to the box or to the pyramid. I wanted you to be able to get in and out of it, so I have left it so that you can open the ribbon if you wanted to, and you could reach in like that, or if you wanted to keep it a permanent close, you can actually push. Let me see if you can see that. You can push it, push the top down and reach in to turn your lantern on and off like that. So I would just prove it. There you go, off, back in there, and that's your lantern. And there you hang it. Please don't hang it on a Christmas tree and walk away. It might get hot. So I'm going to show you how to make it, and it's an envelope punchboard one. Let me just pop that out of the way. Now, whether you want to use 6x6 or 5.5 by 5.5 is up to you. It depends on how you make use of your vellum. Now we have vellum that comes in 12 by 12 sheets, so you want to go with 6x6, but obviously we also have the standard size, which is 8.5 by 11 for those in the States, and for us it's 8.25 by 11 3/4. So it doesn't matter which you go for because the score line comes in the same place at the 1 3/4 inch mark, which is 4.5 centimetres. So, sorry, 6 by 6, 15.25 by 15.25, 5.5 in metric. What is that? That is 14 centimetres. So it's up to you whether you're going to go, you know, so if you want to get 2 out of a sheet, you go 5.5, so 14 centimetres, or 4 from a sheet of 12 by 12, go with that. But whichever one you go with, you score it, punch and score on 4 sides at the same mark. 1 3/4 inch, punch, score, turn. So that's 4.5 centimetres. Punch, score, turn. And the difference that you get from this is the height of the triangle of your pyramid. So this one exactly the same, 1 3/4. Just keep punching and scoring round. I'm actually only going to build one. I just wanted to show you that the inside base of the box remains the same no matter whether it's the bigger or the smaller. So you can see through that hopefully. Let me try and get some shadow. So there we go. The internal dimensions of the box is exactly the same. You're just going to get a slightly taller side, really. There we go. Which one shall I go? I'll go with the longer one. Right, this is the fun part. This is where you have to be brave with your scissors. You could measure it out, and I will show you with a pen and a ruler. I would if my pen hadn't gone walkabout. My pen's gone. It has. What have I done with it? I'm rubbish sometimes, aren't I? Oh my goodness, I'll have to use my journaling pen. You are going to cut from the top of this part here, down to there, all the way round. So I'm going to draw this on here. So you're going to do that on all 4 sides. I might put some black cardstock on my desk, or actually, you know what, I'm going to grab my scoring tool so you can see better, because I think working on white probably isn't helpful. There we go. Oh, so much better. So that's where you're going to cut, and you're going to be brave with your long scissors, and you just cut straight down. And I find it easiest to actually go all the way round first and then turn the thing over rather than go backwards and forwards. Okay, so we've got loose bits, turn it over and just do the same. Oopsie daisy. I'm trying to get rid of the black marks, those black lines. You could probably do something with that spare vellum. if you wanted to. However, vellum is not expensive, quite cheap, so I think for beauty purposes of the fact that this is a pyramid, a hanging pyramid box, box, I don't know, you can get away with it. Now, I did stamp this one. Can you see? It is stamped. There you go. You can just about see it under my fingers. There we go. I have stamped that one. You don't have to. I'm going to because I like stamping. Let's just move that out of the way. And I have got the Endless Wishes stamp set. Love it. It's so beautiful. I know you lot love it too. I know how many have been bought. So I've just got some white stays on ink. Do I need to re-ink this? Probably. We'll be brave and go without. I did prep off 2, but I don't know if I need both stamps. Bring in the other one anyway. Yeah. Never have too many snowflakes at Christmas time, can you? Okay, let me just bring that black in again, the scoring tool, so you can see. Oh, just stuck my fingers in the stays on. So hopefully you can see that. Isn't it pretty? And that, do you know what, I'm going to leave that there. Then it's just dead simple after that. You need your hole punch. This is the 1/8 of an inch. I can't remember what that is in centimetres. And just punch a hole near the top. It is vellum, so it does like to keep itself attached, but just punch a hole. Oh, losing bits of my hole punch. I maybe need to empty it. There we go, and reinforce those bits. That's your score line. And then grab your spare light. There we go, in there, and then you just tie it up with some ribbon. So I've got the same as I used before. I've got the silver 1/8 of an inch taffeta ribbon, which is very pretty. So I'm just going to kind of do a bit of a sort of a figure of 8 kind of thing. Whoopsie daisy, if I can keep it held on. I do like these battery operated tea lights. These ones that I've got flicker. Can you see that flickering? And I bought them from Amazon, and it was, I want to say £4.50 for a packet of 4, and it came with the batteries. Not helpfully, the batteries actually weren't in them at the time, so I had to get a tiny screwdriver out. But these ones flicker, and often they don't. They just are there. So I'm just going to tie a knot at the top. There we go, and that is what you hang your lantern with up at the top. I've got a shorter version there and a longer one there, and they're very pretty. Very, very pretty. Very easy to make. 2 from a sheet of cardstock if you're going to go with the 5.5 by 5.5 inch, 14 by 14 centimetre, or 4 from a sheet of 12 by 12. And like I said, we have fancy foil vellums that are in 12 by 12. So the options are there. And actually, I can see my tea lights on here. 4 LED tea lights, flickering ones. That's what you want to look for, flickering tea lights. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Hope to speak to you soon.